Hi everyone. So happy to be Wednesday and to be back on. Sorry, I'm and by a couple of minutes, 1 minute late, but it was I had for whatever reason disconnected the camera, so we had to set it back up. I mean my husband did. So welcome to the crochet along. It is week 4 of May, which is May has gone by so fast. I hope in a good way for all of you. But I'm not complaining. I'm just so surprised it's already week 4. But thankfully, I have one more week where we will have a winner of the crochet along. It's not that hard to win. You just have to post a picture, and then I just scroll, and then that's it. The picture has to be of a work in progress that is Crochet Foundry, like a Crochet Foundry pattern, but it doesn't have to be done. So we like it simple, easy breezy, that kind of thing. But I want to keep saying hi to everyone. Ellery Smith, hello. I'm happy you're here. Handmade Designs. Sanita, hello. Lindsay, hello. I always like to say my hellos. It's like people walking into a room. I don't see you walking into the room, but I can see you in my comments. So then I always like to say hi. Hi, Miss Karen. How are you today? Let's see, more people. Everybody's joining. I'm so happy. It makes me happy when y'all are here. And I'm still working on the same swatch I was last time because as a true, I don't want to call myself a procrastinator, but it's been a very busy May. And so my crochet projects they've not gotten all the love and attention that they deserve. However, I'm very, very excited to keep working on. It's my little swatch has not progressed, y'all. So if your swatch has not progressed or your project, you're not alone. And that's why sometimes I love this group, because I feel like there's a lot of us that will, in the comments be like, oh, I haven't been able to work on mine this week either. I'm going to grab it now type of thing. So it makes me happy. Mary Beth, hello from New Jersey. I'm glad you're here. Tracy, waves from Pennsylvania. Oh, I like the waves. At first I thought you meant and then I realized it's not like a ocean wave, but like a wave. That's really cute. I like that, Tracy. Tammy, hello from Ohio. Happy you're here. Pinkberry, I'm not sure your name, but hello from New York City. It's we had some exciting calls from New York City the other day. So hope we keep doing our thing and hope to see people in New York City if we ever go. I would love to go to New York with Furls. I think it'd be so fun. There's so many people there. Diane, hello. Hello, my sweet coworker. I love seeing you here, and I'm happy. I feel like last time you were on, I couldn't tell if it was you, and so I'm glad I know it's you now. Hello, Julie from Kentucky, from Philly. Lisa, hello. I made it this week, didn't have to work. I'm glad you didn't have to work. Sometimes it's a perk. You get a little, and then you have people who literally hop on and they're like, I'm at work, but I have an earbud in and I can hear you. So funny. I'm glad you're here. Maria, hello. Happy you're here from Ohio as well. Might not get to participate in the cow this month, but rooting everyone on. Found out yesterday that my 7-year-old broke her arm skating and needs a surgery. Oh no. Christine, I'm so sorry. I remember you mentioned that last week, and that's tough. I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, best wishes from not just me and not just, Crochet Foundry, but everybody here is, I'm sure, wishing your daughter a speedy recovery with a surgery. I'm so sorry about that. This crochet along is it's moving. We're still going. So whenever you're ready to pick up a hook and just de-stress a little bit, just know we are here for you. So thanks for sharing, though. I appreciate that. Truly amazing. Hello from Massachusetts. Karen, hello. Ola Joe, so good to see you. So good to see you. So happy. A few of us were slightly concerned as we had not seen you, but then we heard you were on vacation, and I hope you're having the time of your life. I'm glad you can, take time. Everybody needs that time off. So I hope you had a great vacation, Ola Joe. We all missed you, but we're happy to see you back. Casey, hello. And Lisa from New York City. Okay. I now get that. Pinkberry or Pink Barrel. I can't tell. 72. Anyway. Kat, hello. Melinda. Everybody's saying hi today. Oh my goodness. Everybody's great. Monique, no need. But this is for anyone, not just Monique. If you're ever late, please, you're fine. This is the most casual crochet along I feel like in existence. I've looked at many other crochet alongs and they are not as casual and like drop in if you want. Not that they're all casual in that kind of sense, but please never feel like you're late or you're, you have to leave and you can't stay. Please never feel that way. We're happy to have you here whenever you can and as for as long as you can. But let's see, a first streamline on my B-Day. How exciting. Love the collection peeking up behind you. Thank you. I have a lot of Wander yarn that's behind me. And then I have some more yarn on my other side. But I have been wanting to make more projects with Wander yarn because I actually very much enjoy working with it. They work very well. So I love our streamline hooks. I am using, so if you get the subscription with Crochet Foundry, this is one of the hooks that you will receive. And I really like how they handle in my hand. Like I love using them. So, and my experience with Wander yarn with these hooks has been really nice. So I kind of want to see, I want to be able to make something with them. So then it's like kind of a fun double whammy using my streamlines, using my Wander yarn, and doing like a Crochet Foundry pattern. So I do think what I do kind of want to plan, I'm adding a little structure to me for the crochet alongs is I think I want to have y'all vote on what I should start next because I'm very close to finishing another project that I told y'all last week that I had to frog it like 30 rows because I basically did like a second panel to it in a way. Like it's hard to explain. But yeah, so I think I want to involve y'all in my decision making so then I can I'll post a couple of things that I know I want to make and then you guys can vote. I think that'd be kind of fun. Anyway, I'm so sorry, Adriana, I got a little distracted, but I'm so happy that you got your streamline hook for your birthday. How's everybody doing? I see, let's see, Truly Amazing is asking the same thing. Kivia, hello. Hello, Gabby. I'm glad you're here. How's everyone doing? I feel like where I'm in London, I'm in the UK, it's starting to get brighter and I have a window right in front of me and I keep thinking, what if I just work outside? And then there's actually a lot of construction like on both sides of my house right now. So I'm like, well, maybe that wouldn't be best. But I thought maybe I can just set up a little table and get a little chair and crochet out there later. Thankfully the sun is staying out. So I know some people like to only crochet at home. Any of you like to take your crochet places? Like I mean, I take my crochet everywhere, maybe inside, outside, on a train, on a bus. Do y'all take your crochet everywhere? I'm very curious because I want to see more people in the wild crocheting. Like, I feel like it'd be so fun. I've seen people, I don't even think I've seen people knit before. I've only seen myself, honestly. That's somewhere in public knitting and crocheting. But anyway, I'm curious to hear. Oh, hello from Big Sky, Montana. Can't do the cow, but enjoy watching everyone else. Freehandly made. Don't worry about it. I'm glad you can enjoy us enjoying the crochet along. Sometimes that's all you can do. Sometimes you have too many projects. Sometimes you don't have the time. And it is what it is, but I'm glad you could be here. I'm going to share before I start looking at the questions of where you take your crochet. If you do, you don't have to, but I'm just curious. I am going to share our Facebook group. So that's where we will have, you will see this little swatch. You'll see this swatch and you'll see this hook, and that's where you want to post your pictures. Should you be having any issues, please feel free to email us and I can post the picture for you. I know there was one person that I'd been emailing and I said, if you have any troubles, please just send me the picture because I want you to, if you're working on something Crochet Foundry related, you're partaking in the crochet along, right? So I want you to be able to potentially win a gift card at the end of the month. So it'll be for next week. We will give away, I do want to give away a May issue today. For those of you, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, we had, I believe, oh goodness, it might have been Christina who won, I did a little scrolly for because May had just come out and she already had it. So then we wanted to kind of give it to someone else because why not? Let me share my links again. Not again, but again, as I normally do throughout the month. So the link I just sent, that should be showing up hopefully in your Facebook comments if you're coming from there, or your YouTube. That will link you to our Facebook group where we're hosting it. And I mean, that link should actually direct you straight to the post where you will see my little hook and my little swatch that I'm currently working on. Oh, I am just looking, and Kayla, that Robina tank. Wow. And those colors, I'm so sorry. I just got so distracted because I haven't looked in a minute. And I just saw the Robina tank, which is from May. I'm gonna pull it up for y'all. How can I can do this. Okay. I learned how to share a screen. I feel very, but let me just, Kayla, I need to give you a shout out. This caught my attention so quickly. And it is so lovely. Okay, let me find. Okay. Share. Okay, can we see that? Look at that. Wow. Kayla, this is marvelous. This is the Robina tank, and it was actually designed by Lorene, the Furls CEO. Lorene is just a basket of talent and skills. And wow, Kayla, thank you for sharing that. This is just lovely. I'm going to stop sharing, but I just wanted you all to see that. I got so excited because the colors, I love the colors. I love that, like, the teal and then all the greens. And I love the color just came out kind of perfect, like a zigzag almost. Wow. Anyway, we're back here, y'all. I'm so happy. I'm so happy to share that because I'm probably going to be sharing this way too much now. But if I miss anyone in my hellos, I am very, very sorry. But I do say hello to you all. There's a lot of comments, but anyway. Let's see, Diane, I'm working on my deck right now. I would definitely recommend working outside once the live is over. I need to be outside. I need vitamin D. I need the sunshine on my skin. Tracy, any news I can share today? So let's see. I don't necessarily normally have news because this is more of the grab your project while type of thing. Normally all the juicy news is from Pam or Lorene. I'm trying to think. Pam is trying to get back on her lives because I told them, I said, y'all, the people want to see you. Like, everyone wants to see y'all. So I think hopefully they'll be able to jump on more lives. Lorene maybe not as much because she is a little bit busier, but I do know Pam is trying to do like those weeklies again, either by herself or with Davida, who we all very much love. But hopefully you'll start seeing them again. And they normally have all the juicy secrets. One, because they know more secrets than I do. And then two, because I may know some secrets, but then I can't share them. And they're the bosses, so they can share whatever they want. I always joke about like, oh, they don't get in trouble, but nobody really gets in trouble. It's not like that. But anyway, I just wanted to share that. I saw that question. But yeah. Belinda, you take your crochet with you. Like I said, one day I will find someone who's crocheting just either on a bench or at a cafe or a bookstore. I don't know why I would go to a bookstore and crochet, but you never know. Anyway, but I want to see other people like me. I hope y'all are able to find other people like you as well. I've thought about, so y'all know how much I love this group, and I'm trying to do something more in person because it would just be so fun to have like an in-person group too. And I'm just like, maybe what if one day so many people knew about these crochet alongs that you could have like little pockets in different places. Obviously the world is so big, we can't be everywhere, but wouldn't that be kind of cool? I feel like that'd be so fun. Let's see, I take my Tammy also. Yeah. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of people here that take their crochet. I usually just crochet at home. Ellery, totally cool. I feel like having like your designated space kind of also adds to the almost soothingness and like the calm of crochet. if anything, sometimes I'm like out there and it's stressful and I'm like crocheting and I'm sure my tension is feeling it, but I'm so glad you can have like your space where you do your crochet and everything. I love hearing the different perspectives. I had not thought about only crocheting at home. So it's kind of really fun to see what all of you do. Let's see. I have several go bags, one for work, car, bedroom. Oh, don't get me started on go bags. And normally there's a different project in each bag. I have one, I love tote bags. And two, so easy to put a project in there and just take it. And then I have like my notions bag where so this isn't like a juicy secret, but there's been several people in general asking about the furl side of things of our leather clutches. I do know we are redesigning them, so that's why we haven't restocked them. This isn't. If you've emailed us, we've told you this. So this isn't. I can't say this is juicy news. However, I do know that the redesign is going to be even better and even better for notions, in my opinion. And I can't wait to have that. I can't wait for y'all to see it. So just know there's something good coming our way. But I have like my notions bag that then I'll have smaller ones. Like let me show y'all. So I have like little smaller ones like this, but then I have like my main one that I do normally keep with me for whatever big project I'm working on. Anyway. I get so distracted because I love talking about this. I take my crochet with me, usually to places where I have to wait, like a doctor's office, car dealership. Honestly, Kimberly, that's like a great idea. I think I'm like at the extreme where I take it everywhere, and then literally I will have this huge cardigan and I don't even touch it. And it's because I'm not waiting. I'm going somewhere to actively do something. Kimberly, I need to take your approach. Monique, I take on I am that person as well. I take my project with me. If I have two, I have one for the go and one for home. Casey, smart person you are. Very smart. I take smaller projects if I know I'm going to have to wait, like getting my car serviced. Like I said, many smart people on here. Like I said, sometimes I take them and I don't need to, but I feel like I have to have it. It's almost like a comfort. But anyway, I love seeing what everybody does. It's so fun. Let's see, when it's warmer, I like to crochet on our bench overlooking our pond with mountains all around me. Wow, that sounds amazing. It's a beautiful place to be, or my porch overlooking our pastures. Wow, that sounds fantastic. I usually take my crochet hooks on the bus or the train. Honestly, that's where if I can get a couple of rows in, I'm taking it. I'm still taking it even when I can't, but I'm with you on the bus, on the train, anywhere. Tracy, I won last time. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you have it. I'm learning to crochet, trying to make a square. Truly amazing. You keep learning and you keep trying. Listen, if it doesn't look the way you want it to, it's okay. It takes a minute. It really does. I am a firm believer that if it feels like it's not working, just take a step back, slow it down, and you'll be there. Like you'll get there. So I believe in you. I think sometimes it can feel, I like things to be almost as perfect as possible. And I've had to let go of that mentality. And so that's why it's like, just because then I get frustrated that's not perfect. So you can do it. Just slow down. If it's getting too complicated, take a step back. And there's a lot of great resources online, on YouTube. And yeah, if you're following something that's like either like written direction that's clear, you should be okay. Or just if not, grab a little YouTube video because those are always very helpful. Let's see. Oh, Sarah Gardner, hello, just saw you. Steph, hello. I didn't say hi to you, Steph. Hello, Steph. I'm happy you're here. I want to make sure I'm not missing any big comments. Let's see, Mary Beth, you're at your work, crocheting at your office, working on a blanket for Pride Month. Oh, that's so exciting. I'm glad, I can't imagine, I sometimes do take breaks, when work gets, sometimes there's just a lot of work, there's a lot of things going on. You just need to take a minute, and it's I will literally, that's why I actually also like working on swatches, because I just need 10 stitches to just give me a break. I don't know if anybody's kind of like that too, where you just give me 10 stitches. That's all I need. But that's, yeah, I'm with you there. Let's see, they're testing the fire alarms in my building. I keep running to the alarm to hold a pillow over it because it scares my kitty. I hope it stops soon. Keep having to drop my crochet and run. I'm so sorry about that, Lisa. I've actually been there before with my dogs. Same thing. I hope your crochet is okay, and I hope your kitty doesn't get too scared. Let's see. I'm trying to stay awake. Have been up all night bottle feeding tiny kittens. Steph, everybody's struggling with their cats these days. I hope your kittens are okay and well fed, but thank you for doing a great job with them. That's so nice of you. I have a car, Darcy, you have a car project you take with me. I like that too. I feel like I don't drive here so much because I mainly am taking public transport, but it is kind of fun to have one on the go. Do you leave it in your car? And then you always have it in your car. So then that's actually very clever. I'm curious. Anyway, Hal Crochet's happy you made it. And I'm like, please keep saying hello if you're here. Don't be shy. We like to read everybody's comments. Obviously, as I'm literally reading everybody's comments. But let's see. My Nutty Family Adventures. I need to take myself with me more. I forget. Honestly, you start and then you don't stop. So it's not bad. I sometimes do, and it's those times that I do forget that I do end up having time, which makes me quite sad, but it is what it is. So now because I don't have a car, I do feel like I normally then put a project in all of my bags. So then I have I'm on the go. I'm ready. If I need to go anywhere, I'm ready. Oh goodness. Let's see. I love the large yarn bowls. I'm glad you do. Furl's got some new yarn bowls that look totally different than what our old ones did. And there's a really big one, a medium, and a small. So if you didn't know, check those out. It's almost like a fidget toy for me. Honestly, yes, you're totally right. I feel the same way. So I like just the movement of my hands. It's very comforting. Michaela, happy to see you're here. Happy you're here. Let's see, my attention gets super tight if I rage crochet. Steph, I feel like we talked about this in Canada when we were there together. That is so true. Honestly, I'm not kidding. If I'm upset, I actually don't crochet at all because it does affect my tension. It's kind of funny that it would, but if you think about it, when I'm upset, I'm gripping my hook. So my tension is going to be tight. So I try not to crochet because at least if the gauge matters, because it can for sure. And then you see it, you see it's not fun, y'all. Let's see. Monique, Pam said there are a lot of new accessories. There's a lot of new accessories coming out. I'm not kidding. All really exciting. I think y'all will like them. Some of them are very, like I said, the leather accessories we're getting, stylish to the max, in my opinion. They don't even look okay, I wish I had a clutch on me. The clutches are just nice, very basic clutch, right? But the ones they're working on, very stylish and also very convenient. So I think y'all will really like those. I crochet wherever I can. I also loom knit, and crochet is way more portable. Very true. I never thought about, you can't really take your, I love the little leather holder so I can protect my furls. Oh, I'm glad, Sarah. That's so happy. I love your hair, by the way. I just saw that your hair is cute and pink. So, even if it's not anymore, it was very cute and pink when you had it pink. But let's see. I need a case for my crochet hooks. Kivia, you're not alone. I am the same way. Hopefully we can. I do know we have some on the Furls website, potentially still. We had a few. I think we still have some. But they're really handy. I actually use my cases all the time, both single and the clutch that holds 7. But anyway, my on-the-go projects tend to be more no-brain style projects, like ones of repetitive stitches and not much counting. I save the ones that require thinking at home. That's so true. Honestly, I also learned that one the hard way because sometimes I feel like I do have projects that challenge me a little. And if that count is off, that count is off and you have to frog it. sad reality that I've had to do. And that shows you, like I said, the one project I was working on that I ended up doing, that I have to undo like 30 rows because it wasn't even, the pattern itself is simple, like to just but I didn't pay attention because I was on the go. And completely, yeah. I mean, it was hours of work. But anyway, it's fine. We live and learn. What can I say? Yeah, Rita, mine goes everywhere with me. Monica, I like to sit on the lounge outside. My dogs around me. Oh, I love that. Yeah, my dogs are usually with me. They're right now, they're away from me, which is rare. So, but let's see. Kitty's under the bed, tiny cat. I love everybody's talking about. I feel like at Furls we are animal people. Lorene has, I don't even know how many animals, and all kinds of animals. Like I was like, yeah, I love animals. I have a dog, and she's like, oh, I love animals. I have like a goat and like a this and a that. It's kind of funny. But we're all like, Pam has her dog. Like I feel like so many of us have like just a love for animals. But anyway, interesting. Okay, I hit the link for the subscription. It says page not found. Thank you for pointing that out. We're gonna look into that. I know we sometimes that happens when we didn't change a specific link. So I have an idea where that is. We're gonna get that working for you. Okay. I apologize. I still apologize. Still in leather. That's why I said still. Good morning from very wet coast of British. Oh, still very wet. I feel like last week it was very wet. I hope the rain makes its way out, but I'm not sure how that happens. Anyway, let's see. When I visit my mom, she asks what today's project. Lindsay, you are not alone. Sometimes you have so many projects, and I think my husband is confused as to why I have so many projects. And I just have to say, I don't get bored. It's not that I get bored, because it's not boredom. There's just excitement. There's excitement because I either want to use a specific hook or I want to use a specific yarn. So I'm with you. I start, and then also I personally make a lot of garments. So that's why I do enjoy Crochet Foundry, because it's, 80% garments, but I am with you. It's always like, what's today's project? Because I'm just excited. But anyway, let's see. I have a black clutch, and I love mine. I got a sneak peek at the new Cruella bowl that will match your hook. Oh, the Cruella bowl. I have one. I don't have it with me. Good, because I was about to show y'all, and I don't know if I'm supposed to or not. So, well, like I said, we'll let Pam do the spoiling. Like I believe it was Karen a couple of weeks ago that said we need to get Pam a spoiler alert type of sweatshirt, and I thought it was so funny. Anyway, I'm still reading everybody's comments. Everybody's so chatty today. I love it when everybody's chatty. A coworker asked me once I was frogging a project, how is that relaxing? It's still not thinking work. You know I feel like I get so sad about lost time, if you will. However, you're not wrong. It's actually very almost satisfying to and then when it just pulls so effortlessly, but then it does make me sad when I think of what was and what is no more. So yeah, but thankfully, I can't say I make huge mistakes like that. I've learned mistakes. If I make a mistake, a little one that you can't tell, it doesn't affect anything, we're going. I feel like that has been the development that I've seen within myself as a crocheter, and very helpful. But when it's something where you do have to frog, it's like, oh, okay. But at least there's some comfort in like the ripping of the stitches almost. But yeah, let's see. I have 6 kitties. Oh, wow. I make tons of blankets for rescue kittens. Oh, that's so nice of you. I love that. I love that you can make little things for the rescue kittens, little blankets. So when we were in Canada for gathering threads, it was very awesome. We met somebody who makes, if I'm not mistaken, beds, like dog beds, and it's mainly for dogs and shelters and stuff, and it's pretty amazing. I love that. I love that sometimes, for example, there's so much yarn that I want to get rid of, but I want to make something with it, right? So I think that's a great idea to, I wonder if we could have ever a little, we have home decor in Crochet Foundry. So I wonder if we could ever do like a little pet bed. That'd be so cute. Oh, I'm gonna talk to Heather about that. If y'all didn't know, oh, I think I may have mentioned this, but I can't remember. Um, we have a new creative director. Her name is Heather. She's awesome. She's like super super fun and just also funny and chill. But so Crystal's still with us. She's just more so on the furl side of the business instead of with Crochet Foundry. And Heather's taken over as creative director. So it will be exciting to see how the magazine changes and like all in good ways. Um, so anyway, I did want to make that small announcement just in case I hadn't before. But it is really fun to like she has such a different perspective and I think it will be nice to see that. But anyway, I will be letting her know that it'd be so fun to have like a little pet bed or something if we could look out for that in submissions. We're currently I'm like back to Crochet Foundry. We are currently in May. We had some really, like I said, the top that I showed earlier, that is the Robina top. We had some, and then we had like a gorgeous like cardigan, and it was called Morning, I can't remember, Morning Glory cardigan, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'm gonna pull up more of May because I feel like I used to pull it up on my iPad, but it was horrible lighting. Now that it's, I mean, I can't complain because I love the sun. But let me pull up May because now I can show you all the details and it's not going to be like blurry. Um, but June will be coming out. If you have the subscription, you do get each monthly issue a week before. So you'll still kind of get it normally like end of the previous month or be very beginning of that month because public releases for our monthly issues is every first Friday of the month. Let me pull up May, but I'm very excited for June. I'm actually very excited for summer. There is some really fun. I say this a lot, but I do I hope I genuinely get excited for all of these things because I love crochet and crochet. It's actually sometimes people are like, I don't think they understand that so many of us at Crochet Foundry, I mean, not so many, I would say all of us at Crochet Foundry and Furls genuinely love crocheting. Like, I mean, Diane is a designer, Lorraine is a designer, Pam, Crystal, Heather. I don't design, but I crochet a lot. I do testing. Like it's very fun to see how much we all genuinely love this. Yeah, so I was gonna pull it up, but now I can't. There we go. Magazine. So I don't want to share, obviously. I can only share pictures. Obviously, I can't share the whole issue. But if you did not know, we do sell our monthly issues individually. And so if you ever kind of wanted to see what like Crochet Foundry is about, you can always just get one monthly issue. We used to do quarterly, we don't anymore. But it is kind of fun to see just issue to issue. We have normally 5 to 7 patterns. If there's 7 patterns, 4 of them or 5 are going to be garments and the rest will be accessories or home decor. But I know we've been talking about having some more either accessories or things like that would be really fun. But yeah, I'm excited. So I hope we can like keep it up. I mean, we're all hoping for a little like what's it called? Like the best of. I know we've talked about that a little bit ago, but like having maybe a physical magazine one day to have to showcase like the best of Crochet Foundry. But anyway, I'm going to share. So the cardigan I'm talking about, I'm going to share that right now. Of course, now that I want to share, doesn't want to share with me. Come on now. Come on now. But okay, now I can share it. It is, so first of all, let us just take a look at this gorgeous cover. Oh my goodness, it's very large. I need to downsize it. Okay, there we go. Excuse me. Thank you for being very patient with me as I'm trying to figure this out. Technical difficulty. So, okay. That is the Robina tank. So that's also another shout out about just how fun you can make something and colorful and then also have like a gorgeous, more like neutral kind of color. So this is the cover. This is the Robina tank. This is also what I showed earlier, right? So you can see how it looks almost so different based on just the yarn you choose, like the colors. So this is so lovely. I mean, it's very hard because I'm someone who wants to make everything, but I can't. So anyway, so we have more of the garments here. Yeah, let me find the cardigan. I literally had it. Let me find it here. There we go. And we're back in business, y'all. So this is the one. The color is just astounding. Personally, I think it is. But then the texture of it is so perfect for spring, like summer, because the yarn is Trubu, so also that is going to be super light and airy. But then the actual like the design of it is so open and fresh, and like the drape of it is so nice. And this is, I mean, one of my favorites. Adinda, she is, I do apologize if I'm mispronouncing her name. But she was so talented. She had originally sent this in and like the idea, and we were like, oh, this looks so nice. And she'd used a yellow, like a really like sunshine yellow yarn, and it was very like but it was, I believe she'd used acrylic because she wanted it more for fall. And so we're like, yeah, sure. Well, like if you think it's adaptable for spring, like sure, why not? Like let's do it because it looks really pretty. It looked really, really pretty, but it was just you could see the difference even just using the acrylic yarn. But this is just, I mean, I can't get over it. I can't. This is one of my favorites. There's so many cardigans that I want to make, and I love wearing cardigans. So, but then they just take a long time sometimes for me personally because I do tend to make size XL for a cardigan. So it is, it's like a labor of love. Just a lot of hours, but I love this one so much. I mean, I hope somebody makes it so then I can enjoy it with you all. I love that everybody's talking about rescue dogs and rescue cats and dog beds. This is fantastic. Um, I have 6 cats. I love that I'm getting to know everybody's cats. Several of whom like to play with my yarn or the hooks. That's so funny. I just had an email today that was talking about their cats playing with their hooks. So that's so fun. But Monique, this is the blue one that I was talking about. It's taken in your room according to Pam. Yeah, so Pam, so we did these pictures in the Airbnb that we were at in February. And it was really funny because it was just a really nice Airbnb. Like we knew what it was going to look like, but then when we got there, we were like, "Oh my gosh, this is actually so pretty." And we decided to do the shoot there, and it was perfect because everything was so bright and sunny, and the pictures just came out fantastic. Like I can't get enough of them. But yeah, Monique, great, yeah, good memory. You have great memory. You forgot that. And let's see, how advanced are the patterns of the magazine? So a lot of them are going to be beginner friendly to intermediate. I can't remember a pattern that's like genuinely like a difficult level. They do provide like if there's a schematic that'll be helpful, they are there, or sometimes they'll have like a chart to help. Every now and then there might be links to videos through. It's a digital magazine, so if the link is there, like you can click straight from the magazine. But there's so many, they're actually quite beginner friendly. I had pulled up last week. I showed some, but there was another one that I thought was really, really nice. Let's see. I shared last week, I shared 2 that were beginner friendly, but we do have like, we want to make crochet not just be wearable and for anyone of any size. We want it also to just not be too difficult. So we do tend to try and select patterns and designs that we can tell are not going to be overly complicated. Now, every now and then we do have some like that because they're just gorgeous, and and somebody does sometimes want that more advanced. So but we do try to have things that are still beginner friendly because in that way anybody can enjoy it. And we actually just had a conversation the other day where we were talking about how do we we want to continue having patterns and designs that are not just really pretty, but that anyone can make. And then also if they want to customize it. So if you want a sleeve to be a little longer, if you want a sleeve to be a little shorter, if you want, to bring up the hemline, if you prefer a crop. So that's what's kind of really fun when you're making your own garments, is that you kind of are able to customize however you like. However, we need to be then able to provide you with then some information to make those decisions. So that's like exciting things that are happening at Crochet Foundry, of how we want to not just have a pattern, but then also be like, hey, by the way, if you did want to change the sleeve length, maybe do this. And so for some of them, it's quite easy where, like, for example, if you're working on a top, you just need to stop, at 20 rows instead of 40, for example. But it is really fun to see like things, and we want to be able to provide you all with more like either ideas of how to customize a piece or just different ways of how you can wear it. So last week I did share, let's see, I shared a cardigan that was slightly more square cut, and then I shared a top that was really pretty design, like a lace design that was actually quite simple, like not simple, it was beginner friendly. So this one I'm going to share is, this is also from spring. And I feel like maybe if you're in a very hot place, this may not be spring appropriate or like summer appropriate, but then I just really like this one because this is the arbor tunic. So when you're talking tunic length, we're already talking a little bit like longer, right? I normally go for anything crop, but then I sometimes do appreciate something a little bit longer. Just put it on with some leggings and go. But I love the texture, and this is kind of like a mindless one where, like, obviously you can see from the stitches you're just crocheting. But I really like this one, and I love the texture. Still kind of easy breezy. But yeah. Anyway, I always like to share some of my favorites. This was in spring 2022, so I hope that sometimes if y'all ever have questions, I hope you come to us and ask, hey, I have this yarn and I want to make this. Please always feel free to email us like that. I actually really much enjoy that. Monique, I actually think I owe you an email response to that, but I'm going to send our email address, because if you ever have questions on how best to, if you have a question with like a pattern, we do provide the email address for the designers. However, if you ever just wanted to ask, like, I have this yarn and I kind of want to make something like this, what do you recommend? Or I'm a beginner, can you recommend any accessories that are like a shawl? Or please do. Like, I don't like that, to me is music to my ears, because one, it's such a fun email. Besides just like, so I work, for those who don't know, I am the customer experience manager. So it's sometimes kind of nice to have like more of that kind of a fun email rather than, I love helping you. Please do not ever think that I don't enjoy helping you, but it's just a completely different type of response, right? Because then I can look at pictures, think of my favorites. Anyway, clearly I enjoy this a little too much. But I sent the email. So please, if you ever feel like you want to make something, but you're not sure, we can always point you to several options, point you to maybe a season of like when from previous issues, anything like that. Let's see, I had another one that was springy, but this one is going to be more intermediate slightly. She described it as, this is by Victoria, from In the Stitch with Vix. This is the Blossom Trellis tank top, and it is like a beginner to intermediate kind of the difficulty level, if you will. But let me just, first of all, it's just cute to look at. But second of all, the detail on this to me is just so nice. And this is where I love to see, like, I think sometimes we think crocheting is like maybe a little boring, but it's not. First of all, I do love that it's changing, like that narrative is changing. But I do love that we have like very exciting things kind of like that, where like this, like the detail on like the arm is, I can't handle it. I really can't. This has been on my list to make for a long time. My list is too big. And then we have a new issue with more things, and then I'm like, oh no. Anyway, so I just wanted to, and it's like, I love the little silhouette it creates. Anyway, I can't handle this. And that was also from spring 2022. And I think, yes, because we still had quarterlies back then. I was just making sure I was saying the right thing. Elaine, that's a great question. Can you buy the pattern on its own? You can. For a lot of our patterns, it's a better deal, especially when it comes to the monthly issues. It's still a better deal to get the monthly issue. However, if you just want the pattern, um, please do. So all of these are going to be available individually as well. Um, so yeah, so you can buy a pattern by itself. You can buy a monthly issue. You can buy a seasonal bundle, which is going to have, for spring, March, April, May. And then you can also buy the annual subscription. So there's a lot of options for those. There's a lot of like different ways to kind of test it out. But let's see, that cardigan is gorgeous. I'm hoping to get the yearly subscription in June. Will this issue be included? So when you buy the annual subscription, it just starts at that month. So if you buy it when June is released, you'll start getting it from June. If you wanted to buy it now, you would get June, and then you'll get, or you'll get May if you buy it now, and then start June, July, et cetera, et cetera. Sarah, I hope that answered your question. If not, please feel free to email us and I can totally go through, like, break down anything more that you want. And Wendy, so happy you're here. I'm glad you're here. It's good to see you. Moonrose Craft, good morning, all in house. Good morning, Moonrose. I'm happy you're here. I always love your little panda, so cute. And I can't wait to make the tank. I mean, I don't know if you're talking about the Rabina tank or this tank, but I love this one. But I think it's the Rabina tank. Let's see. I love that we're still talking about our dogs. Let's see. I have 2 beagle mixes. Oh, I love to sniff out my animal fiber yarns. That's so fun. Or they love to do it. That's so funny, Julie. So funny you say that. I have noticed that. So I had like some hand-dyed yarn that I brought back from Canada, and you're right. My dogs love to sniff that more than my like acrylic yarn. They still sniff the acrylic yarn. I'd never kind of put that together, and I am curious if it's because they can smell like I know it's like it's a long process to get it from like sheep to hand dyed in my house, but like I'm curious. I'd never thought of that. That's so interesting. I have one cat and I'm making a kitty love seat for her with a free pattern from Lion Brand with their antimicrobial yarn. That's so cute. I need to talk to Heather, and I'm like, we all love animals and cats and dogs and ferrets and everything. Crystal has a ferret. Anyway, I'm sorry. I just remembered that. But we need a little bed. That'd be so cute. I love the customization section. It helps so much. I do too. We want to continue doing that, and we want to hopefully in the future bring it more, like just do even more with it. And there's exciting things. Sometimes it's frustrating when you can't do everything at once because you're like, I just want to do it now. But no, it's exciting to see the future of Crochet Foundry, and I hope we can keep bringing more customization things and any more tips and tricks for people who maybe have not made too many garments and are transitioning into that, or transitioning even into accessories. Like, I've never made a shawl. And honestly, some people like, I always talk about they make so many shawls, and I'm always so amazed because I've never made one. And to me, it almost feels a little scary, but I mean, and so we're all on our own journey, and it's kind of really fun to just see what you can do and what someone else can do and what I can do, like, because that's kind of makes the community unique, in my opinion. Let's see, I am missing some, the tunic is super cute. I love the tunic, Lisa. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was scrolling and I was like, oh, the tunic was actually made by Crystal, by the way. So Crystal, who we all know and love, she's a designer. We're all like, there's so many designers at the company. I can't say we because I am not one, but everybody else, it pretty much is. Like, very few people in the company actually do not design. And let's see. Okay, thank you I'm kind of an advanced beginner, I guess. If you have any issue with the pattern, is there something we can reach out to? Someone we can wrap? Yeah. So like I said, we have, I probably already said this and you sent this before. I apologize. but yeah, so we do provide, sometimes the actual patterns will have the email of the designer, because if it's an actual issue with the pattern like itself, the designers will have a better answer. However, if it's ever to do with like yarn counts or anything like with, you can't see it in your account or anything, we're happy to help. Any advice or recommendations, because we're all crocheters, we can answer those too. But if it was like almost like pattern specific, um sometimes it is best to contact the designer themselves through the email provided. If you don't see the email, you can email us at support@crochetfoundry.com, and we can help you get that information for you. So always feel free to email us in. I can't stress that enough. I'm always happy to help. Diane is always happy to help. We're like, we enjoy it. It's so cheesy to be like, we enjoy it, but we really do. Like, I think maybe if we didn't crochet, it would be like just kind of another job, but we all love crochet. So it's very exciting for us. Let's see, question. When you get wool wound the wrong way, how do you deal with it? Still in leather. That's a very interesting question. So when you're saying, what exactly do you mean when you say, when you get the wool wound the wrong way? Because I have several thoughts in my head that could go in either direction. I'm very curious. So if you could slightly elaborate, then I can maybe share more. Because I'm like, are you talking of, you're not talking the twist of the yarn, correct? You're talking like, because I've never thought about wool being wound the wrong way, but now I'm curious. So if you can elaborate, I'm more than happy to bring this question to the floor. And let's see, Steph, you're totally correct. If you do ever have questions, you're more than welcome to ask on the Facebook group, on even just the Facebook page. We have, you can send us a direct message. It is not like, if you email us, you will at least get to us sometimes a little quicker, depending on where we're kind of at during the day. But yeah, if wherever you can reach us, send us a message. And if it does have to be something through email, then we will just ask you to email us. But Steph, that was a great point. Thank you so much. Leanna, hello. Happy you're here. Happy you're here, Leanna. I'm still working on my swatch. I did my swatch. It's fine. We're good, Leanna. I'm actually testing this for Leanna. That's a spoiler that I'm going to share, that I just shared. So, but we went over this last week. It's fine. And let's see, Steph, I wonder if it's the wool itself or the lanolin that dogs can smell. That's what I'm like, I'm so curious. Like, is it, because I definitely understand there's a long process that it goes from animal to my house, wound or in a project or whatever, right? But the doggos definitely sniff something. And it's always with the hand dyed yarn. So I'm curious now. I'm gonna test this theory by putting different yarns in front of my dogs and see where they linger the longest. I have 2 Frenchies, and I battle to keep my fight away from my yarn. Oh, because he sheds like, yeah, my dog shed. It's fine. At this point, Wendy, I've accepted it, but I do not blame you for trying to get that, because when it mixes with the yarn, loud. Naked Snail, you're here. Hello, I'm happy you're here. Steph, Crystal has a ferret. I remember my mom once asked my dad why he asked her to marry him. He joked that his ferret had died, that he was lonely. Crystal has a ferret. Crystal has, I think, more than one. She has 2 at the minimum, and it's so cute. And she'll sometimes hold them, and they're so cute. I wish I could have a little ferret, but I think it would not mix well. Let's see. That's so, Lindsay, this is great random news. Just saw a news pop up and I couldn't help but share. Omaha, Nebraska has a peacock problem downtown. Think we should make a bed for them. I mean, if anybody, the thing is, an animal can lay in anything. So if they want to lay in a little bed, so be it. Anyway, it's the way the yarn is processed. Tracy, you're totally right. The dog smells something. So it is interesting to see. I definitely noticed it more with my hand dyed than with my acrylic. So it definitely makes sense that there's more processes probably, I'm sure, from like a wool to then just like any kind of acrylic yarn. But anyway, we've been chatting for so long. I hope I hope if I missed anyone's question, please feel free to send it either via email, or if you want to share it with everybody, we can wait till next week. I'm more than I'm very flexible, and I will be here next week as we are every week, every Wednesday, 11 a.m. Central. And next week we will be doing our giveaway, which is a giveaway, but it's more of a prize. I shouldn't say giveaway, it's a prize. I'll give something away too, because I always give away like issues. But the prize is a $25 crochet Furls gift card, and I will share the link again. If you are working on a Crochet Foundry project, may it be that you just got your yarn and you're just starting the chain, or maybe you finished it, please share it at the link I'm sending now. And if you're having any difficulties, please just email us and we'll either put the picture for you on the post, or we'll help you however we can. But yeah, we just literally, if the fewer posts, like comments of pictures there are, the higher your chance of winning, right? So there's not too many. So everybody has whoever's posted has a very good chance of winning right now. So that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, so if like I said, if you're done with it, if you have 10 stitches, if you are halfway done, you only have a sleeve, please comment on the with a picture on the link I sent, and you may win next week. I will announce it at the very beginning, not announce the winner. I will just remind everybody at the beginning of next week. We'll go through our live and then we'll pick a winner. But I will, out of all the comments, we had so many fun comments, and let's see, we had so many fun comments. I'm going to scrolly, and it's very helpful when I have the little actual mouse scrolling, but I'm going to scrolly. So if you've commented, if you've participated in the comments, you have a potential of winning the May issue. Like I said, it's full of really pretty things, I personally think. Let's see. Kivia, you won the May issue of Crochet Foundry. Congratulations. I'm very happy you won. Let's see. I'm going to, again, support at crochetfoundry.com. Let me make sure that looks right. That does. Kivia, please email us and we can send you your issue of May. And everyone, I had such a great time. It cracks me up when we just veer off and we talk about all these different things. I love it. Every week I say how much I love this group, but I really do. I hope those who can crochet get to crochet. If you can't, stick it out, and I hope you can get your hands on some crocheting soon. If you have any questions, always please feel free to email us. May it be Furls, may it be Crochet Foundry. We're here to help y'all. But yeah, I can't wait to see you next week. If you want to start something new just to potentially win a gift card, you're more than welcome to. We have so many fun. Like I said, you can buy individual patterns. So go to crochetfoundry.com and look for something, because $7.99? No, $8 magazine can win you a $25 gift card. So there's a lot of pretty things on there. That's all I'm going to say. But anyway, have a great week, y'all. Can't wait to see you. Bye.